Hi, I'm Kevin. This week I've been out testing Suzuki's long-serving SV650. It's a bit of a star of the Pro Twins class. It's been out since 1999, but for some reason we've never actually had one parked in our garage. So flew down to Christchurch, rode 1,000 k's home to fix that glitch. When the SV650S was first introduced to the market in 1999, it was carbureted and it had a slightly rounder profile than it now has. They put LED taillights on it, sharpened the styling up, fuel injected, but the recipe remains pretty much unchanged. At the heart of the SV is a 650cc double overhead cam liquid cooled V-twin, which by its very nature is quite sporty. It doesn't have stump pulling performance down the low, but it does get up and boogie once you get to about 6,500 RPM. It's really light, it's a surprisingly good handling motorcycle. It's sure-footed, it's stable, it's easy to ride. It's one of those bikes that's kind of suitable whether you're going from the smaller learner classes up to the sports bike field, or whether you just want something that's cheaper to keep than the bigger high horsepower monsters. And when you take to a track day, these things really do surprise a lot of people. At $13,895, the Suzuki SV650S is not exactly what you call top shelf. And if you start from one end and work your way towards the back, none of it's really what you call leading edge. It doesn't have USD forks. It's got nice workable Tokiko calipers without being real fancy Brembos, all that sort of stuff. Even the rear shock is what you have to call fairly ordinary. But what the Suzuki SV650 does is take all those parts and make them work surprisingly well together. If you want to coin a phrase, if you look at it holistically, without the wafting cloud of incense smoke, the package performs way better than you'd ever give it credit for. If you wanted to take it into Pro Twins racing, you'd have to get rid of the grain silo of a silencer it has, but that makes it Euro compliant. The fuel injection, other than making it a little bit crisper, only added 1 horsepower. This is putting out something in the vicinity of 73 brake horsepower, but it also means that it's extra frugal on gas. This thing's actually tight on fuel. When you're cruising along open road speed with just one person, a little bit of luggage, you'd expect something like 4.25 litres per 100 k's, which is absolutely fantastic when you consider it doesn't shred tyres overly fast either. So who's the Suzuki SV650S going to appeal to? Well, in its blue and white livery, lots of people. Seriously though, it is the ideal bike for anyone who doesn't want lots of points on their license, still wants to have a nice spirited burst of speed, possibly a track day. You can go 2 up on it, although it does start to suffer a wee bit with the pillion, that back shock. The SV is Mr. Versatile. It's cheap to keep, it's economical, it's fun. It doesn't really have any bad habits. It's one of those bikes that just sails under the radar. The Pro Twins class is gaining in popularity as now there's even a class on it, the Isle of Man TT. It's an uncomplicated class. There's no traction control, there's no electronic aids. It's a nice, simple, honest ride. They're an awful lot of fun, and it's probably the sort of bike that unless you've actually been for a ride on one and had a try, you'll wonder what all the fuss is about. The SV650S does have to make a few concessions to keeping the price down, like the non-adjustable or preload only adjustable suspension at both ends. But it's a nice tidy package, it's well finished, and bang for your dollar, it's excellent.